Tonia, you've started a really wonderful initiative at CIS Singapore that I feel others out there might benefit from hearing about. So can you tell us a little bit about it?
Actually, this Mother Tongue Voices initiative definitely comes from a place of passion because I'm a lover of picture books, and I've always been intrigued and delighted by culture and how it works and how it can enrich the relationships between people. And this storytelling initiative, it's actually focused on support staff at our school that speak mother tongue languages other than those that are the language of instruction at our school. The process involved reaching out to different departments to find out if staff would be interested in storytelling to classes across primary in terms of a live stream read aloud, and the response has been absolutely wonderful. So in terms of communicating with the community, this would involve food services staff, housekeeping staff, maintenance, security staff. And as a matter of fact, we have a number of languages that will be read aloud, including Tamil, including Malay, Hindi is another one. We've even included a dialect, Cantonese, and all of these stories will be read by support staff. And one of the aspects that really drew me towards this initiative is the idea of bringing our community even closer together and celebrating the languages we know with each other, raising the profile of more of the languages that we know so that we can all learn from each other and build on our cultural experiences.
Yeah, that's what's so wonderful about it, I think, is you're looking at what you already have within the school community. So you already have such a diversity of cultures and languages amongst your student body, but not only that, amongst your staff. And it's looking at that and saying, okay, who speaks what languages, and how can we share all that diversity and wealth of languages and wealth of cultures with the children in our school, with our students.
One of the aspects of this that has been interesting is learning a little more about the languages spoken by our support staff. And there actually are quite a number of them that speak in Malay and Tamil. However, those are not languages that are necessarily seen or heard regularly around the school community, but we know that we have a number of children within our community that speak those languages, that celebrate those cultures at home, and it's not only is it a way to validate the importance of those languages in their lives, but it's a way to honor the students, the languages they know, the cultures they bring to our community, and also honor the staff that have these gifts to share with us that sometimes tend to be a little more hidden.
Yeah. I think what we'll do is we'll share one. I think Mr. Michael, you have.
Yes.
He's your first, right? He's your...
Michael has been her brave first CIS storyteller, and he is one of our wonderful security guards.
Right.
And he took on the challenge, and it was just, it was humbling and such an honor for me to connect with him and to have him trust in the process and to see the pride in terms of preparing for this special event. to have him create, a very short mini bio where he needed to, essentially, share his name, his role at the school, how long he's been working here, and something special about the Tamil language.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that has been remarkable for our community to be able to have that experience. And it seems to have been an important moment for him as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's just wonderful.
Yeah, it really, emphasizes how, diversity is very important, but actually our human commonalities are greater and stronger than we think. And so I think a balance of both is what makes culture and awareness and connectivity so important between people.
Absolutely.
To realize that we're more similar than we are different, and we can celebrate both. Mm-hmm.
It's not one instead of the other or one in spite of the other. It's all of them together. That's what it is. A lot of people have the understanding that or the misconception that when they learn in the language of English, if they come to our international schools, they really shouldn't be learning their own language. They should stop that. And in actual fact, that's really not the case. It's not a question of and or, it's a question of and more and more, and I think your initiative at CIS is testament to that. So what's the impact that you've seen so far? I mean, has it just started, right?
Yes, it's just started earlier this month. The impact is quite immediate. They're waving, they're saying hello, thank you for reading to us. He's smiling back, waving back. So, in a very short, 10-minute 10-minute connection through a live stream story, that has managed to contribute to a stronger appreciation and even that, relationship that wasn't necessarily there before.
Yeah, and what about the second graders? What are they doing?
The second graders, at the moment, I'm working with about 10 students who are the representatives of the broader student council, primary, and they're in the process. I'm guiding them through a process of creating their own book, so an original book, which is actually directly linked to the support staff in the sense that it's a book of gratitude. So they're collecting evidence and researching and interviewing different members of the support staff, the housekeeping staff, security, the nurses, maintenance staff, and they're finding out a little more about what they do and why it's so important. And what they're doing is taking those notes, creating a brainstorm, having discussions, and eventually it was result in a book that is actually about our support staff in these departments and why their roles here are so important and how they take care of our school community. And once that's done, we'll be involving secondary students, volunteers actually, who have raised their hand, are quite keen. And what they will do is they will translate the book that these students create into about 6 or 7 other languages. So that will be available to the school community as well.
Oh, wonderful. That's a great initiative. So it's just building and building. So you started off with one idea, and then it's actually, there's multi-layers to this, right? It just gets deeper and deeper and deeper, and you realize it's touching all corners of the school and it'll spread out further. That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing. That is a great idea. I wish you all the very best.
Thanks so much.